Hello, everybody. What you doing? Hi. Glad you're here. Come on in. Have a seat, and let's make a video. Yeah. Okay. Today, my video is going to be just my opinion. It's what I've been thinking about lately, and I'd like to discuss it with you. Tell you uh, how what my perspective is on this topic. And my topic today is about being human. Yeah. Well, not all human beings are being human. There's a difference. A human being or being human. So, there you go. Okay, my viewpoint is, there's a lot of talk about racism. And there's a lot of talk about uh, who deserves to be treated like a human and who doesn't. And I find that people are people. You know, to me, there's only one race, and it's called the human race. All people, all human beings are of the human race. Yeah. I mean, you're not a primate. You're not a tiger. You're not an elephant. Yeah, you may be a mammal, fall under the mammal category, but your race, your species, is human. Okay? Human. And all humans have the same characteristics. The number one characteristic is just being human. And the other characteristics is love, compassion, empathy, love for family, love for community, uh, you know, love for, I don't know, might be food, could be anything. It's lots of things. But we all have so much in common. And and there's also the other stuff that's not so pretty, like fear and hate. Did you know the opposite of love is not hate? It's fear. Yeah. And fear generates the hate. It you know, you're afraid of something. You're afraid of losing something. You're afraid of, I don't know, somebody taking your place. Isn't that what they say? Uh, that you won't replace us. You can't replace us. Well, I don't know. Remember the astronauts when they went up and went to the moon a long, long time ago? I think it was in the late 1960s. Might have been 68 or 69. I think it was probably 68 or 69. And while they was up there, one of the astronauts, I think it was Armstrong, who said, and I'm just going on memory, which I have a very faulty memory, but he said that when you look down at the earth, a big, beautiful, big ball, just hanging out there in space, swirling around, going around the sun, that one thing he could not see. He saw no borders. He just saw a planet, a oneness. Just like the human race is one. And the human race is also one with the earth. It's all connected. So, from up there, he just saw one world. He didn't see all these borders and all this nonsense. It's not part of nature. Borders are not part of nature. It's it's a it's a concept of men. You know, ownership. It's like the Native Americans. You know, they never believed that you could own the earth or own the property. They were nomads. They went to different areas depending on the season. And, they'd set up their little village in a spot for a while. And then they would, move on. And the land would rest and, reflourish back to its original state. Because humans have a tendency to destroy where they're living. You know, they're going to mess it up. They're going to mess with nature. You know, it's just the way it is. But the Native Americans, they didn't live that way. They had respect for nature, and they knew how to care for nature. And because we're all a part of nature, we're all a part of the same world. We're all a part of the human race, the community of the human race. No matter, it doesn't matter what color, your skin is. You don't have to be white. I mean, the Europeans were white. Northern people were light skinned, white. And then you had, your, they call it yellow skinned people. And then you had your red skinned people. You had your brown skinned people. And you have your black skinned people. But they're all people. It doesn't matter. It's just type of melatonin. It's DNA. It's genetics. You know. But in here, where it counts, on the inside, we're all the same. We're all the same. That's where our spirit is. Our soul, spirit. We all came from the same place. And all we're doing is temporarily occupying a human body. Yeah. So part of us is human, and part of us is also spiritual. It's already in here. There's nothing you have to do except recognize it and become aware of it and wake up. Is that what being woke is? Is being aware of not. If you're woke, does that mean you're not sleepwalking through life? That you use your own noggin to think about things instead of let somebody dictate to you what you should think and how you should be and who you should be and all that kind of stuff. I'd rather be woke, tell you the truth. I don't know about you, but if I'm sleeping, and then I'm sleeping and I'm dreaming, and it's a whole different state of rest. But when I wake up, I like to be all the way awake, not sleepwalking through life, not being in denial, but using my brain, to think about things. And yeah, I think about a lot of things. I've had a lot of, at my age, experiences, and I've seen a lot, and observed a lot, and thought about a lot, and I just came to conclusions. So, I want to give a disclaimer for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say, just in case you say something controversial. But I like to think on my own, and I've always been that way. I'm different than a lot of family members, and um, yeah, I'm different. But I like to look at things on a bigger scale, on a broader, you know. I like to walk in somebody else's moccasins, not just walk in my shoes, but think about what it's like for somebody who's walking in their shoes, because life is different for people, different experiences. You come from different environments, you come from different uh, parts of the world. But even Americans immigrate all over the world. Americans are immigrants. I mean, just ask all the other countries who have a lot of Americans living in their country, who weren't born there and they live there. So they're an immigrant, right? There's nothing wrong with being an immigrant. It just means you came from another country. It doesn't make you a criminal. It doesn't make you uh, deserve to be treated subhuman and treated worse than most people treat animals. Okay, I guess I've probably said enough on this topic for now, but you know, and there's no offense to anybody because everybody is allowed to their own beliefs and their own opinions. And, I'm not going to judge you just because you believe the way you believe. No more than I want you to judge how I believe the way I believe. So So it's just a topic that I've been wanting to, talk about. So, there, I talked about it. Yeah. Okay, I guess this video is long enough. And so, I thank you for watching. I thank you for subscribing. I thank you for listening. And like, comment, ask questions if you want. And you can let me know, what you think if you want to or not. Uh, but this kind of topic can be a little touchy, but it doesn't have to be. We should be able to have discussions about things like this, and not get all freaked out over it. Okay, you take care, and love you. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, love yourself, and love others. It's the golden rule. Okay, see you later. Bye bye. I'll catch you in the next one. Subscribe and like. Thank you. Thanks for watching.